A lot of people ask Doug, why is there inform on the spectrum when in fact we say inform alone is not a form of public participation? It kind of goes against the definition you were just giving.
Right. And we don't say that inform is public participation, but it is on the spectrum of public participation to let us know when we're not in a participatory state. The spectrum was designed literally to be 0 to 100, to be the spectrum, the total range of possibility, right? And so what we felt was it was really important for our clients and for us as practitioners to be able to discern when we were below the line, right? When we were just informing and we were not actually asking for input. And to make sure that when you're below the line, you don't act like you're asking for input, that you make it clear that you're not, right? And to take inform off the spectrum would have left us without that conversation piece, that anchor on one side, right? And then there's the anchor on the other side when you're actually handing over power in a way.
Right.
If you look at the spectrum, it's also about power sharing, right? Power sharing from none to total, right? And so that's another way to think about it. It is the full spectrum.
I want you to reflect, perhaps, both of you on, what did the conversation look like at the beginning that created the spectrum? I guess there's a lot of, I don't know whether it's true or not. Everyone says, well, it was clearly from Arnstein's ladder, and so were you
not even a little bit? No, I mean, it's not that we weren't aware of Arnstein's ladder and other tools that were out there, but we weren't really thinking about that at the beginning. What we were thinking about at the beginning was language. We were thinking about what's the different, what do different types of public participation look like? What's the differentiator in the fact that we know all public participation is not the same, right? And so we thought about some kind of a tool that could help with that. And we thought about underpinnings like how many people, the size of the population of the community you were engaging, or how big a project, how expensive the project, or how complex the project, or how controversial the project. And in the end, we were playing around with language, and we were playing around with different words. And the words kind of led to the idea that none of that stuff matters at all. What matters is how much power are you willing to share, and how much, how serious are you in taking the input? And then how do you actually turn that into some sort of a tiered language structure? And we almost organically came out from there. Lewis came to us with that concept of the promise to the public. And that really defined the thing that defines the language that says, what are the expectations that you're creating to the public? And that became so important, right? It's not just, and the idea of this isn't a ladder. It's not higher is better, lower is lesser. We were really thinking about how do we display what's in our heads? And then we wanted it to be something that didn't automatically mean, you wanted to get to a more important or better or higher level, right? And that's why we kind of created this lateral function. It really fundamentally is about that, the goals and the promise to the public, and the language of the 5 things across the top, which we tried to, in English, get to words that were as close as we could get to what we were promising at that level in the spectrum.